Hi and hello, I am Athena Pandyan here. Welcome to the Basics of Biomedical Classroom once again. Today we are going to see the next vital parameter of the syllabus, that is blood pressure. So what is blood pressure and how it is created and what is the normal and abnormal range, all the things we are going to discuss today. Come, let me start the class now. Blood pressure. See, first just take a what is pressure. The normal definition for the pressure is the pressure is nothing but the force exerted on an object. The physical force exerted on an object is called as the pressure. You can able to give us the definition and formula as F by A. The force exerted on an object in the particular unit area is called as the pressure. That is the definition. The force exerted on an object. Here the object is nothing but a human heart. So the force exerted on an object, because of that the pressure is created. Because of that particular pressure is created in the heart, the blood is circulated all over the human body. Okay, here the blood vessels are there. There is arteries, veins and capillaries are there. All the thing needs some of the pressure. Then only it can able to attain some of the velocity to flow all around the body. So that kind of pressure will be created in the heart itself, because of the physical force, that is contraction and relaxation. So that was the main reason why we receive the blood pressure. Okay, then this is the definition for blood pressure. So the blood pressure, we know that because of this blood pressure, the blood attains some of the velocity to move all around the body. What is the need of moving all around the body? Because blood consists of hemoglobin in the red blood corpuscles. It consists of oxygen because it carries oxygen. That oxygen will be reach in each and every cells of the human body. At the same time, the impurities can be carried out from the each and every cell. So this particular blood can do this function. It will supply the oxygen and receives the impurities that is present in the cells. That is what this blood is move all around the body in our lifetime. Okay. So now, how the particular blood pressure is created? We know the importance of the blood pressure. We should require blood pressure. Then only the blood will reach all around the body. Okay. How that particular blood pressure is created? See, just resembling that, this is a human heart. This is the rough sketching of this human heart. Just look. Here the valves are there. And here, this part is considered as the ventricles. Here these two is considered as auricles, these two chambers, and these two chambers are called as the ventricles. Okay, we already know that. In the right auricle upper region, we have the node called the sinoatrial node, that we know. In the lower region of the right auricle, we have the node called the auriculoventricular node. Okay, this sinoatrial node is also called as the pacemaker. This is called as a natural pacemaker. Pacemaker is in the sense pulse creator or pulse generator. This is nothing but the pacemaker. Okay, then what happened during the blood pressure is, here the pulses is created in the sinoatrial node, the natural pulses. The natural pulses is created in the sinoatrial node. Because of the natural pulses created in that particular small millimeter diameter, the pulses is got transferred to all the parts of the auricles first of all. Once the pulse is transferred to all the part of the auricles, the cells that are present in the auricles got excited because of the pulses generation. So because of the excitation of the cells present in the auricles, this particular auricle get contracts. Please remember. Then once the particular pulses is transferred to the auriculoventricular node and will transfer to the all over the parts of the ventricles in the way of Purkinje system, then the cells that is present in the ventricles got excited because of the pulse. So because of the pulses created, pulses transferred to the cells got excited and get contracts. That is the reason. Okay. So because of these contraction, we receive some of the pressure. That pressure is called as the systolic pressure. Please remember. Because of the contraction of the auricles and the ventricles, the pressure that is created inside the blood, because these two chambers consist of blood. These two chambers are filled with blood. Okay, so all the chambers are filled with blood. Due to the pressure creation, due to the pulses creation, the pressure will create it because of the contraction. That is a physical force exerted on the human heart. Okay, because of the physical force, the blood inside the chambers receives some of the pressure. Because of the pressure, it will move to the ventricles from the auricles. Okay, that contraction, due to the contraction of that particular auricles and the ventricles, the blood receives some of the pressure is called as the systolic pressure. Please remember. How the relaxation happen? During the relaxation, if there is any pressure is created or not? Yes, of course, the pressure is created. See, once the pulse is generated here in the pacemaker, it will transfer to the auriculoventricular node, it will transfer to all the cells in the auricles, the cells got excited. Once the pulse is transferred to the ventricles, this particular excited cells come to the same position, it is come to the rest position. Okay, during the time, the contraction became relaxed. Please remember, okay, the contraction getting relaxed. At the same time, this particular ventricles, once it receives all the blood, and once the contraction of the ventricle is got over, then the excited cell return to the same position. Okay, during the time, this particular ventricle is also get relaxed. This is also happen in the rhythmical process. Okay, during the time of relaxation of the auricles, the ventricle contracts. During the same time of the ventricles relaxed, the auricle contracts. Okay, that is the rhythmical process happens. During the time of that particular relaxation of the chambers of the heart, the pressure created in the blood, that pressure is called as the diastolic pressure. During the time of contraction, the physical force is excited more. Please remember, during the time of contraction, the pressure creation is more. During the time of relaxation, the pressure creation is minimum. So always the systolic pressure having high pressure range, the diastolic pressure having minimum pressure range. That is what the normal blood pressure is 120/80 mmHg. mmHg is the millimeter mercury level for the pressure measuring. So here always this contraction have the high pressure. So that is what 120 we received. 80 is the, when compared to the auricles, that is when compared to the systolic pressure, this diastolic pressure is minimum because it is get relaxed. Contraction required more pressure. Where contracted receives more pressure. That is what we are using 120. Here during the time of relaxation we got the 80, that is diastolic pressure. So 120 is the systolic pressure, 80 is the diastolic pressure. This particular blood pressure, that is includes systolic and diastolic pressure, can be measured by using the biomedical equipment called the sphygmomanometer. Using the sphygmomanometer, we can able to measure the pressure variations happen in the human body, because this particular pressure variation gives so many defects. High pressure, low BP, high BP, like that we are saying, like. So that are all because of the variations in the 120/80 mmHg. Okay, if it is less than 120, it is very effective, and it is more than 120, it is also very effective. Okay, so 120 is 80 is approximate normal range of the blood pressure that can be measured by using the sphygmomanometer. Okay, nowadays there are digital sphygmomanometers also there. It is a home apparatus. We can able to use it in the home itself. It is a non-invasive technique to diagnose the blood pressure. So even though the doctor is not available, as a person, if you know the procedure of how to handle the sphygmomanometer, you can able to measure the blood pressure of any of them. Okay, so this is the blood pressure. So this is the next vital parameter of a human body, that is blood pressure. In the next class, we are going to see the next vital parameters of the human body. Till now, it's signing off, Athena Pandyan. Thank you very much.